Hey guys and gals, Undead. I want to talk a little bit today about Outriders and the nerfs that they're doing to their classes and stuff like that in the game right now. I have about 25 hours into the game total. That includes beta and that includes full game time. So far, this game is really fun. It is extremely satisfying. I'm playing as a pyromancer, sitting there popping off abilities, just going nuts, just doing whatever I want to do. But it's not a fun gameplay loop when the game is so repetitive. The game is designed to be a boss rush. The final end game right now, the Expeditions I believe is the name of it, is literally just a timed DPS check. And what are they doing? The game has been out less than 5 days and they're already nerfing the best stuff in the game because they say it's too powerful. First of all, your game is a strictly PvE game. It does not matter how crazy overpowered stuff is. We want to feel that power fantasy that Destiny lacks and that Borderlands lacks. The last thing we want you doing is going in and snipping the nuts off of the most viable in-game builds. The Xbox patch isn't available yet, thank God. And I finally discovered how overpowered toxic rounds are. Oh, put them on an SMG or a shotgun, that enemy's going bye-bye. It absolutely melts bosses. Speaking of bosses, you guys really need to tune their ability spam. I know if you hit them with an ability, it cancels out their ability. But when you have abilities like Vortex, which it makes sure to spawn right next to you, and whenever you get hit with it, it just keeps pulling you back through an endless cycle of it. And you can't reload, you can't get out of it, you can't shoot, you just get melted. This entire game is meant to be played like a bullet hell third-person shooter on steroids. It is meant to be played as you are constantly killing to get your heals off, spamming abilities, killing enemies, and not moving. I don't know why on earth they put cover in this game. It's useless. It is not needed. Enemies shoot over it. Your enemies are also laser accurate, no matter how high or low their level is. You need to adjust your enemies, not adjust us. All of your enemies, even a mini-boss, is a bullet sponge. And I don't know, maybe make it so that it does not automatically level up my world tier whenever I level up. There's nothing more disheartening than being low level and going to fight a boss and it knocks the world tier up right before I go to fight him and it's like, get bent. It's not a fun time. The gameplay itself, I would like if it was a little bit smoother. And if they could do the Gears of War treatment where if you're in the middle of a reload and you perform another action, it finishes the reload. Because I get really sick of being that much further from having to reload and an enemy hits me and it cancels it out. Little quality of life change would go a long way. It really would. The story I could care less about. I skip every cutscene. I do not care about a story in a looter shooter like that. I don't. I don't play it for that. I play it for the loot. And the loot itself, the double something, I forgot the name of the archetype of weapon. They're really fast-firing SMGs. And the LMGs seem to be the way to go. I found out if you put toxic rounds on an SMG and an LMG as well, so many naughty things can happen. It's great. It is a fun time. With some minor adjustments, this could be one of the better looter shooters I've played in a long time. And like I said, and I'm not just saying it's not fun. This game is incredibly fun. It just has a lot of issues. And you can also tell this game was meant to be played with 4 players. It screams co-op because of how spongy enemies are and how much it swarms you with enemies. But there's nothing more satisfying than popping a pyromancer ability and then popping that fire link thing or whatever and killing one enemy and wiping the entire board. I love doing that. It's so much fun. But this game needs work. And they are working tirelessly and I'm very happy for People Can Fly. You guys do know that they're the ones that made Bulletstorm, right? They're also the people that worked on Gears of War. I think it was either 1 or 2. Let me see. Was it 1 or 2? I got the whole stack of them right here. We're going to do this mid-video because I don't care and it's my channel. You don't like it? Get bent. Yes, they worked on Gears of War Judgment. If that says anything, because it plays like this as well. All the enemies in the game are big boot-wearing dudes who move unusually fast for the type of armor that they're wearing. The weapons and crafting system, it's so good. It's so nice. The weapons themselves, they hit like trucks when they want to and hit like pea shooters when they don't. I'm enjoying it. Is this Game of the Year worthy? No. Was this game worth $60? Absolutely not. This game is worth about $30. I paid $10 because I have Game Pass. I would not pay a penny more. If you haven't played it yet, get out there and play it. They're working through some issues, and it'll probably go down for maintenance again tonight, because I was in the middle of a play session last night, and it logged me out. I didn't know about it. And I fired it back up before I went to work this morning. And I was beyond frustrated, but I had a good time. So check it out if you haven't. If you enjoyed this, a like and a sub would be appreciated. Blah. Stay safe in these trying times. Don't do anything stupid. And I will see y'all later. Peace.